the marketing or the route to market is get, with the influencers and via social media to get them to talk about the product.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, traditionally you'd say buy a bunch of commercial spots, right?
Right.
I mean, that's a traditional, whether it's in publications or on television, but that model's changing drastically.
Right.
Yeah, and TiVo didn't help that at all.
No.
Initially TiVo, and then now streaming services. I mean, if you were to go from 20 years into the past to today, you wouldn't recognize the media world. It's so different, and it affected us in television, and it's affecting us now in this as well.
Yeah.
You can't look at it just a traditional pathway towards marketing your product. It just doesn't work anymore.
Right. I think would you say that's the same for most businesses that are now starting? Any consumer brands would be, having to think about a different way of marketing now. Would you say?
I would say that 15 years ago, if you were starting a company that had a consumer brand consumable or ingestible, you might have put 10% of your marketing toward the internet, maybe. Now, it better be 75% or you're not going to get anything done.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the world we live in.
Yeah.
You need to adapt to that. And if you go to an advertisers convention, if you go to Chicago, right? If you're on Madison, or if you're on, if you're in New York and you sit down with advertisers, they're going to sit there and go, well, the model has changed, and there is still obviously a huge place in television advertising to be able to make inroads, but that particular facet of it cannot be the way you market something unless you're really going toward the infomercial and you want to land in infomercial world, which there are people who have been incredibly successful in that, but usually the way they do that is by getting one huge spokesperson and by having a product that is not necessarily unique, but that plays upon the successes of previous products and tweaks it just slightly, and then puts together a really solid marketing budget to throw it out there on every single television for 3 hours a night on 5 different QVC stations. That's kind of how that goes. And that's definitely a route, but it's not the route we wanted to go.